Hey everyone, this is Armando with the Lake Erie School of Woodworking. Today's quick tip is about drill bits. Okay, so the first bit we have is a twist bit. This is the most common bit that you're going to find at in most shops. It has a regular standard point on the end. Some of these are made for metal, some of these are made for wood, some you can use for both. But this is your pretty common twist bit available in most sizes. Next we have what's called a brad point bit. So if you take a look at the end, you'll see the difference between the regular twist bit is that this very pointy end right here. And what that does is allows you to find the exact point where you want to drill your hole. And it also allows the bit to not wander as it's going into the wood. So a twist bit will have the tendency to slip as you're trying to drill a hole. This brad point bit with that tip there will let that bit come into the wood. That point will then seat, and then the outer edges have these little cutters on the end, on each edge, to help drill a nice clean hole. It's called a brad point bit. Next we have kind of a specialty bit. This is called a countersink bit. So as it drills the hole for your screw, this part here is adjustable up and down, so you can adjust it to the length of your screw, and then that will drill the countersink so that the screw head will then be sunk down below the face of the wood so that the screw is not protruding past the face of the wood. So this does all those procedures in one motion. So it'll drill the hole for the pilot hole for the screw, and then it'll countersink for the head of the screw at the same time. This is the bit that I use most often because I usually like to have the screw heads countersunk into the wood. So I find myself reaching for this bit most often. Next we have what's called a VIX bit, this bit has this sleeve over it, and it's spring loaded. So you can see as I pull down on it, you see the little bit protrudes from there. The reason we use these is when you're trying to drill a hole for a hinge or a piece of hardware where you want that screw to be centered exactly in that hinge hole. So you put this in here, this collar will then sit in the hole for the hardware, and then as you drill through, this bit then is perfectly centered in that hole. So this is for usually installing screw holes for hardware, for hinges, hold downs, anything that requires a perfectly centered hole in a piece of hardware. This is called a VIX bit. They come in various sizes for different size hinges and hardware. Next bit is a Forstner bit. So these are used for drilling usually larger size holes, but they come in different sizes. Here is a smaller version of the same type of bit. And Forstner bits are great when you're drilling, when you want to drill a hole with a flat bottom or a recess. Not necessarily to drill all the way through a piece of material, but if you want to sort of maybe drill a hole where then the head of a bolt or a screw will hide down into it, a large sort of countersink if you want to, recess some hardware or something into a piece of wood, these will allow you to drill a pretty large hole, and it also will have a very flat bottom. Again, you can see this has that pointed end, just like that brad point bit. So wherever you place this drill bit, it's going to leave a nice precise hole, and it won't wander around on you. The end, you can see, has these cutters, again, to leave a nice clean flat bottom. Then this cutter along the side here is what leaves that clean surface on the bottom. These cutters here will score the side of the wood as it goes through, so it leaves a nice clean cut at the top of the hole. One of the last ones I'll talk about here is called a plug cutter. So it's not necessarily a drill bit, but it's used pretty often when you're drilling holes. So when we go to countersink a screw, like we use this bit for, when we go to countersink and we leave that, if we countersink even further, what'll happen is we'll leave a hole. Now this hole will precisely correspond to this plug cutter, and then as you use this cutter, we'll cut you a plug, and you can pop that plug out of a matching piece of wood. Let's say you're working with maple or something like that. You can cut a plug out of that same piece of maple and then use that plug to then plug the hole left by the countersink hole. These are called plug cutters. Again, they come in various sizes for depending on the size of the hole that you have cut.